Today, we're going to talk through this loaded mid-major slate. We're going to craft up an NBA two-piece on Prize Picks. And can we please cash a squad ride? This is Behind the Lines. Disney adults scare the shit out of me. They need to be put on a list. Look, you go on a family trip to Disney every once in a while, once a year, sure. As long as you're not rocking the Mickey Mouse ears and you don't got the satchel with the pins,
you know
we're okay.
All got those, dude.
Yo, Rav, you buying back in? He says he thinks he's buying back in, which means fades.
Wow.
The Steelers. Again, the system is 100% profitable. Those do not grow on trees, folks. So if you want to get involved, all you got to do is fade a Steelers fan. Find a Steelers fan, number one. Number two, fade them. Cereal is one of the fakest sharp foods you can eat. Big Breakfast has forced cereal down our throats for years, and I'm on to it. If you don't see me on this show tomorrow, you know who did it. It's Big Breakfast. What's going on, chat? Happy BTL Thursday, episode 850 piece. As always, hold the fry, joined by your two hosts, Krabs and Jovan, presented by Pikkit Sports. If you're not tracking your bets on Pikkit, today could be a great day to start. Download Pikkit right now on the App Store or Google Play. Check out Pikkit Sports. If you're betting on sports every day, if you're watching sports every day, and you're not using Pikkit Sports every day, that's crazy. Start today. Figure it out. All right, grow up and download Pikkit. Hurry up. Sprint to the App Store or Google Play right now before you forget. Don't say I'll do it later. Just download it right now during the show on your phone. It takes 3 seconds. Check out the splits over there. Check out the bets. Track your bets. Get involved over there on Pikkit Sports, the best bet tracking app out there by far. W Pikkit, W Goots, W Jovan, WBTL, W Chat. Hope you guys are doing well. Happy Thursday. We got Ron Mux in the chat with a 40-stream streak. Sure he can. W Ron, he says PLL Champ Series lineups have been dropped. Time to get in the lab. Yeah, Ron, I'll be back there for some Champ Series games. So if you're trying to come down and watch some games, let me know.
When is that?
That is end of February, early March, I believe.
Wow.
Yeah. I'll be going back up there for some indoor lacrosse. Very excited for that. WPLL. Also found out that the PLL is having the All-Star game in Annapolis, Maryland this year, over the summer. That's kind of fire. I have to make my way over there for that.
Fort State.
Great state, great city. We got Landon R getting involved, 15-stream streak. Opening day can't come soon enough. Could not agree more. Landon R. Yep. Cal B, the UC Irvine boys dropping Nuck on Hawaii, BC. Probably. Yep. We'll have to ask Rav, the Hawaii Sharp. He's pretty tapped into the Rainbow Warriors.
They're not on the island. Rav only gets involved.
Yeah, Rav only gets involved on the island.
Road game.
Yeah.
All right.
Road game with the big team.
All right. W Stream Streaks. Appreciate you guys. Ron, Pax Picks, Cam World, Kyle B, and Landon. W's. Appreciate you guys. I'm going to get the YouTube up and moving here as well so we can get you guys involved. Appreciate you guys joining on a Thursday. Again, the plays just need to be better. I don't know how many other ways I can say it or what else I got to do, but squad ride recap.
Forward couple days.
Let's go ahead and show that puppy up there.
Hand up on me. Horrid try. It's a horrid try.
I think we're going to have to put overs in timeout. I think we have other issues too. I don't think it's just overs, but they just don't hit right now.
I was going to say, that was the only one that's gotten the call up for a while.
Yeah, these CBB overs just aren't hitting, unfortunately, in the Big 2-6. So that's something we got to keep in mind. I mean, to be honest, a lot of the plays aren't hitting in the Big 2-6. So it's not just the overs in CBB. That's for sure. Should play. Florida State as well should play. Can't make it up.
I don't know how they choked that game or choked that cover, at least. That was just.
I'll tell you how. They're a dog shit team.
Yeah, so
dog
is Cal. So is Cal. But that game was god awful.
Well, we got T Crizzy Bets getting involved. 2 years, fellas. Much love. Let's sweep. WT Crizzy Bets. I appreciate you, boss. WT Crizzy. Thank you for coming in with the subby. Guys, we are live on YouTube and Twitch right now. If you want to get involved on either platform and make the switch, now's the time. Okay, Twitch is a little more popping. YouTube, I think you can skip through some ads. So either way, we appreciate you guys. Thank you for joining us on a Thursday. Yeah, we're getting the bad plays out of the way early, kind of like we did last year. Pisses me off, but we did the same thing last year. We stunk it up early on in the year. We We had to crawl back to 500 midway through the year, and then we closed the year out strong on a pretty good win streak to bring that squad ride record back up. So let's hope it doesn't last as long as it did last year in the Big 2-5. The cold streak to start the year. It starts tonight. Putting foot down. We got to find a way to find winners on the boards. Now, I will say, not pinning any blame on anybody. Squad ride options yesterday. Cal, Florida State over. That was cake. Senators on the ML.
That was free.
That was free. Santa Clara on the spread.
That's free.
That was free. Florida minus 13.5. That was free. So again, I'm not pinning the blame on anybody. I take full blame for providing cake, and we should not have put that over in the squad ride poll.
No, it was on me.
That's on us.
That was on me.
But we did have 3 winners available as well. So keep that in mind. Okay? We go into the pitch today. Syrup Sap is asking, I don't know if I'm going to the pitch.
I'm good on the pitch.
Okay. I think we got too much good mid-major college basketball. Go to the pitch. Yep. There were 3 Houston/TCU picks, and none of them hit. Yes, it's actually impressive.
4
on in the YouTube.
4, actually.
Okay.
Yeah,
4. And they all lost. Nice. Speaking of losers, let's go ahead and share the sharp report from yesterday. Terrible.
4 trap.
Absolutely terrible. Florida State blew it. TCU got knocked. Good call. You're right.
Yeah, not good enough because they did a little too much scoring.
Yep.
Shout out Chris Senak.
Shout out the Sens. Shout out David Riddich. Kingston Flemings, Ligma. Santa Clara came through for you, Jovan, but that was about it.
Yeah, that was about it.
Yep.
Senak fucked me. That was Moose. Cal game was horrid. I can't really even complain about Corey shooting toward it because I take him because he's shooting 20 shots.
He also scored 19. So.
Yeah, he had 19. That was the Moose part of it. But high volume guy, I can't really complain about Tordates. I know what I'm getting into with that one.
Yep. Still love the kid. He's an absolute stud, but he's certainly coming back down to earth a hair the last week or so. Still a beast.
They just have nobody else on that team.
Yeah.
No
he's pretty much solo dolo.
No Akpara anymore. You got to chuck.
Yep.
Pressure's getting to him. We
got Pat Burke getting involved with a resub. W. Pat Burke. We appreciate you, boss. W. Pat. Thanks, bro. Appreciate the subby. What a pleasure, he says. Yep. We got Leak Turned Up. Leak Turned Up. W. Leak Turned Up. He's turned up, folks. Coming in with a 5-month subby as well. Not a 5-unit whale, 1-unit whale, but 5 months. Appreciate you, Leak. Thank you for all the subbies. Any golf plays? No golf plays from me, but
good.
If I had to take anything, I'd probably fade the public play, and I'd probably take Homa in the matchup over Brooks. I know Goots isn't going to like that one.
It's not that I don't like it. I love Homa. It's just I needed to sprinkle on Brooks outright because I need to be there if it happens.
Let the people know what you're on for this tournament.
I just took 3 outrights. I took Harris English, I took Akshay, and I took Brooks to win.
Okay.
Let me take a peep.
All right. I don't blame you for taking Brooks for the vibes.
Yeah, for the vibe.
Very happy that he's back.
It's probably not going to hit, but if he wins and I'm not there, there's a big problem.
Goots is Pock Eater.
Pock Eater?
Him up?
Yeah. There's a golf guy we used to have on our show every once in a while. What was his name, Krabs? You remember?
The moonshot guy?
No, Kenny.
Yeah,
Kenny? Yeah, Kenny. He is on Pock Eater. I saw him feet.
Ooh, he's pretty sharp.
So. He's a golf guy.
If Pock Eater's playing, I'm betting on him.
I'm pretty sure. He's playing.
All right.
Yeah.
Let me go ahead and get there while we're talking through.
Yeah, pull up those odds. Let's recap King of the Board. How about some more cake? 0-3 from the Yap, 1-2 from the BTL boys. Unacceptable, embarrassing.
Moose not canned up.
I will give a shout out to the Yap. I think they're 10-3 now on their nod pods. I think they hit another one last night. W Yap boys, I mean, they're absolutely running circles around the squad ride right now. It's pretty embarrassing. So something's got to give. Something's got to change. I mean, I could not have less faith in this squad right here to figure it out and turn the tides
more
and start seeing some green.
Right.
What?
More faith?
Could not have more faith. Could not have more faith.
I was about to say.
If I said less, that's pretty sad.
Moose not calm.
I cannot have more faith in this squad to turn it around. Okay? Cannot be less worried. We're going to figure it out. Stay on the ship. All right? Climb the board if you're not even on it yet. It's going to be a bumpy ride, sure. But we're going to get this puppy sailing straight. Okay? Only chance we have. Only choice we have. All right. L recaps. I do have something I want to bitch about here briefly before we get into these slates. Okay?
Oh, geez.
Maybe we will put that on timeout for now. But you know what? While we get that ready, I got something to say about Manscaped. Manscaped.
Let's go.
Appreciate Manscaped. I still need to try out the Beard Hedger. Maybe I'll give that a shot this weekend. I cannot say enough good things about Manscaped. Good people over there, great products over there, most importantly. And again, I really do think the MVP of the team, coming from a guy who's been awarded, what were my awards? Sportsmanship of the year.
Unsung
back in
hero?
2007. Unsung hero back in high school in 2016, my senior year. So I feel like I know a thing or two about unsung heroes, MVPs, glue guys. This body buffer right here is the definition of a glue guy. This is something you're going to use every day. You're going to throw your washcloth out. You're going to throw your loofah out. If you're still using a loofah in the big 2-6 and you're a man, grow up. It's time to get a body buffer up and moving. Okay, now just wait on ordering it. Okay, we're still waiting to get the promo codes. Okay, as soon as we get that promo code, we will let you know. We'll get you guys a discount on any Manscaped products. Okay, so just wait. We appreciate your patience. I'm sorry it's taken so long. We're trying to figure it out. Okay, but you're going to want one of those body buffers. Okay, add that to the cart. Get ready.
Give me a body buffer player comp.
The body buffer is like Bobby Portis. Bobby Portis.
I don't know who I expected you to say, but it was certainly not Bobby Portis.
Every time he steps on that court, he shows up, he gives it his all, he works his butt off, he's very consistent, he's very reliable. You know, he's got late life in his career, much like the body buffer. That thing lasts forever. It lasts for years, plural.
Love that.
You know, you probably want to get a new one every so often, every couple of years, plural, but much like Bobby Portis, they really age like a fine wine. They last, they hold up. And that's exactly what Bobby Portis does. You know what you're going to get out of Bobby Portis. You might not get 30 points a game from big Bobby Portis, right? But you know you're getting consistent effort and minutes from Bobby, and it's something you can always count on and rely on.
It's funny you say that because I'm pretty sure he just busted last game.
We got to turn off that Alexa in here. We could not be having that go off on stream.
Yeah, Bobby Portis coming off one of his best games of the season, conveniently.
Wow.
Almost had a tripped up. 17, 12, and 8.
I love Bobby Portis. I respect his game. I wish we signed him to stay on the Wizards. He's only there for a cup of coffee. Is he still in the Bucks?
Yeah, he's still in the Bucks.
So he'll be mucking up tonight against the Wizards.
Yeah.
Great.
Probably.
Great. I think that's a pretty good comp, chat.
I like that comp. That's a good comp.
Yep.
Definitely not Kyle Hamilton from Richie.
No. Definitely not.
I mean, best defensive player in the league, okay?
Trent might weigh 175 pounds before the code comes in. You're not wrong, Adam. It's taking way too long. You are 100% correct. You are 100% correct. It is taking way too long. And we apologize for that. Okay? We keep talking about Manscaped gassing them up, and you guys can't even buy the products at a discounted price. So that's on us. It's unacceptable, to be honest. Yep. All right, let's go ahead and get right into it. Manscaped. We appreciate Manscaped. We appreciate Goots. Grinding on the back end here. Without Goots, we'd be nothing. Goots, do me a favor. Run that shit. I'm trying to be pissed. I mean,
nah.
You're telling me in the big 2-6, we got a handout Bronny roster spot, garbage time minutes galore, and now we have a new Bronny signature logo on his shoe? Bronny's already got a logo.
We're handing those out a little too loosely these days.
Whatever happened to shoes meaning something? Right? It was an honor to have your own signature shoe. It was an honor to have your own logo, your own brand. They didn't just hand them out to anybody who has a pulse. What happened to the NBA back in the day where shit mattered? What happened? This ain't the league I grew up watching, grew up loving. Giving Bronny a handout logo, giving him his own shoe in the big 2-6. And by the way, he had a career night last night. I think he had 7 points.
Yeah, 8 points.
Congratulations, 8 points.
2 for 2 from 3.
Wow, great work, Bronny. Great work, my man. Career night, 8 points. And you got a signature shoe. What a joke. At some point, look, if you're Bronny James, you're taking the handout to the NBA. You're taking the handout to the Lakers. I get it. Okay, if I was in that spot, if I was Bronny James Jr., I would take that handout too. But at some point, don't you think you'd want to say, hey, you know what? Wait a second, Pops. Maybe I should earn my own shoe. Maybe I should earn my own brand, my own logo. Maybe I should average more than 3 points a game before I'm getting my own signature shoe and logo. I mean, who's buying these things? Who's buying these shoes?
I don't know. I gotta say,
people are
kind of tough.
All right, Jovan. People are buying those.
Tough. I don't even know if those are are those his shoes or just the PE player editions.
The same people that asked LeBron to be their Valentine are the same people buying the shoe.
That shoes are kind of hard though. Whatever those are, he's got on feet.
Those are hideous.
Those are kind of tough.
High school kids are buying them and rocking them?
No, they probably are for sure. I can totally imagine high school locker room plastered with those, as long as you don't have required shoes like we had in high school. Yeah, they're getting black.
I mean, if somebody wore Bronny shoes in my high school, they would get the shit kicked out of them. You would be automatically challenged to a locker box. You would get the absolute piss kicked out of you.
Damn right.
During gym class.
Yeah, I might have you should put those in your 2K player, Krabs. Those are probably there.
Dude, I bought 75K VC last night. I already bought some Kawhis. I bought some fresh Kawhis.
I'm shocked. Kawhi's I feel like he's an anti-Krabs guy.
Yeah.
I feel like he's got some me guy tendencies.
He's kind of a contrarian, though, too.
Yes. He's not like full me guy because he doesn't say anything. He doesn't ever talk.
Yeah, but his actions are me guy. He's got me guy actions, for sure. He doesn't have me guy words, but he has me guy actions. Here's another me guy action for you. Having your own goddamn shoe as a role bench player who barely sniffs the court. Because of one reason and one reason only, nepotism. Obviously, I'll state the obvious here. I mean, he doesn't have his own shoe. He doesn't have his own logo if his dad's not LeBron James. No shit. Who's buying this? Who's supporting this? Who's signed off on this? If I'm Bronny, I'm saying, hold on a second, Pops. I don't know if I'm ready for my own signature shoe deal. Pops, I played 2 minutes a game. Embarrassing. Has not earned this whatsoever. There's 100 guys in the NBA who deserve a signature shoe and signature logo before Bronny James. And there's one reason why he hasn't. Me guy LeBron. Strikes again.
I don't know. He's up to 1.7 points per game.
Wow, he's almost averaging 2 points per game. Good for Bronny. Great year. Breakout year, some are saying.
Kind of tough.
Breakout year. 1.7 points per game. Only reason he's on the team is because his dad's on the team. And then they come out this week and say, oh, it was never the Lakers' intent to draft Bronny. You fucking break. Now you're just lying through your teeth. What a joke. These shoes are ugly as heck. Doesn't deserve a brand logo or brand deal whatsoever. There's guys on the Washington Wizards who deserve a shoe before it. Chris Middleton deserves a shoe.
Got KM.
It's a champion right there.
KM deserves a shoe.
Goat.
Before Bronny. Alex Sarr could probably have his own shoe. I'm sure that'd be pretty popular over there in France.
While we're on the James family, did you hear somebody mention in chat? Did you see what Jalen Tyson was saying last night?
No.
After they dropped Nelk on the Lakers, it was like some interview or something. He was saying, this is Donovan Mitchell's city now.
Ooh.
Wow.
Giving LeBron some nuggage.
Interesting. I think that's a me guy talking about a me guy. I really am not going to spend any more time thinking about it at all. Those are two me guys making me guy comments.
Yep. A lot of me guys.
Michael Jordan barely even speaks to his kids.
Nah.
You never hear about Michael Jordan's kids.
I literally watched him with his child in Maryland on a boat.
Isn't one of his kids like a crackhead?
Can we go one day without bringing up Maryland on the goddamn show?
I literally saw him straight in front of me with his kid
That's
fishing.
awesome. Is he giving his son a shoe and a logo in front of the entire beach?
No, he's teaching him to be a man, not be a me guy like Bronny.
Michael Jordan never gave his son handouts.
What, isn't his son like addicted to
Not anymore.
meth?
Not anymore.
Or was?
Probably was.
I don't know that he had that option. That was K.
I didn't see any Michael Jordan Jr. shoes. You know why? Because nobody would fucking buy those. Because that's a dog shit idea. That's a me guy move.
Horrid.
Unbelievable. You know, this might swing me back into thinking Mike's a GOAT.
Back? I thought you were always a
stuff
Mike's
like
the
this.
GOAT guy.
I respect LeBron. He's a beast. I'd still say LeBron's a GOAT. But he's certainly more of a me guy than Michael Jordan. Both me guys. But Michael's a silent me guy.
Yeah.
He's a me guy with his actions, not his words, kind of like Kawhi.
Yeah. You see, they stopped that whole, I don't know if you were tapped into that, but like the whole NBC on the NBA thing.
They took a risk. They gave him a bunch of money to do like
they're doing
a couple interviews
that they're going to air throughout the season. And then he just, after one, he was out.
They were hoping that, once they showed how easy it is and how low key it was, that maybe he'd want to resign and do this, full time. They took a gamble. They paid him a shit ton of money to do a couple vids, thinking that maybe he'd be on board to do some more for a ridiculous amount of money. And he was like, nah, I'm out. I'll take the bag and I'm not doing this again.
Yeah.
And that's Michael Jordan. He likes to lurk in the shadows, right? At this point of his life, he likes to be behind the scenes. He's not a me guy.
Such loser activity. What like so-called GOAT of any sport just doesn't say a word?
Well,
my GOAT.
Gretzky's on TNT.
Yeah.
Talking about
before
the
that, he didn't
I
say
guarantee
anything.
when Ovechkin hangs him up, he's going back to Russia. He's not speaking to anybody over here ever again.
Well, that's also because English is not his first language.
Okay. Jokic is just praying for his NBA career.
Jokic is in the go. I'm talking about like Gretzky is there. Brady's in the broadcast booth.
Sure.
MLB, the GOAT is probably still playing baseball right now.
Who would that be?
It's gonna be Ohtani.
No.
Okay.
Let's be real. I hate him as much as you.
He ain't getting in the booth. He's going to sweat out Gonzaga basketball.
Exactly.
That's also because debatably, we can have that argument later, but like I don't know how well he speaks English.
So well.
If you can
fluent.
speak, I think so too.
He's
but like
fluent
it's
in
not proven
English
yet. But we'll see when that happens at the end of his career. But like if you're a GOAT and you can speak English and you're just sitting in the shadows, get on the fucking booth, man. We're trying to hear the greatest of all time talk about the game. But LeBron is the GOAT. So that's a separate conversation.
Then why does this kid have shoes?
Well, you know what? You know why LeBron's the GOAT? Because his son doesn't do crack. Well, let's add that into the argument.
Sure. What's worse?
At least his son can get a shoe.
What's worse?
It sucks that I can't
Your son
argue
doing
that.
crack or your son getting a handout spot on the Lakers? What's worse?
I would say anything involving crack is probably worse.
Okay. I don't think it's that big of a gap.
What do you mean it's not that big of a gap?
There's nothing wrong with LeBron supporting his child with his brand, but he should not have one when he averages 1.7 points per game.
He shouldn't have one, and that's stupid, regardless of whether it's a logo, player edition, whatever it is. But he's averaging 1.7 points per game. Marcus Jordan is averaging 1.7 needles per day. So, I mean, that's a little better for Bronny, I would say. But he shouldn't have a look. What are we doing?
Yeah. I don't really have a counter to that. That's for sure. Thanks, TM Sharp. Appreciate you, my man. He says, Krabs, you go a good job of rage baiting for 3 views. Appreciate you, TM Sharp. Hope you're having a great day, man. Awesome. Appreciate it. If you think Bronny James should have his own logo and shoes, you are a moron.
No, that's stupid, dude.
You're a moron.
What are we doing?
We'll leave it at that.
Those shoes are tough, though. Chat, what shoes are those? Because I assume those are not. That's not his model shoe. I'm not in that. I'm not as tapped, but whoever shoes those are tough, dude.
Krabs, Bronny off the court is literally known as a great human and a humble guy. I'll be honest. I've seen all over my feed of him cheating on his girlfriend. I don't know why that's on my feed. So I would not say he's a humble, good guy.
Bronny loves some milk.
I don't blame him, but he's cheating on his girl.
I mean, shit.
He got caught. It's all over my feed. I don't know why, but it is. So I would not say he's a good guy. And no, I've never cheated because I'm a good person, Freeze. Thank you.
I can't believe that was actually a question. No, they don't, Freeze. I don't know about you, but no. Not how I live my life.
Why get in a relationship if you're going to cheat?
Yeah, come on, Freeze. Black men don't cheat.
Don't be a scumbag. Be a good person. Be a good boyfriend. Be a good husband.
Yeah, unless you're LeBron.
Don't be a piece of shit.
Unless you're LeBron, you get a pass for yes drills. That's fair. That's so fair. That's GOAT activity right there.
First of all,
you get a chance to crack yes drills, you're cracking yes drills.
Happy International Women's Day.
That was insane.
Was that the chick from that clip?
No, it was the 2 girls sitting next to him.
I remember that clip.
Yeah.
Those are the owners of the team.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
That was Genie Bus, and I forget who the other chick was. But yeah, that's GOAT Riz. MJ ain't doing that shit.
I cannot believe the amount of support Bronny's getting in this chat right now. It actually makes me sick. Let's move on. Bronny should not have his own shoe and logo to wrap this up, and you should not cheat on your girlfriend or wife. Those are two things that I know are factual.
Unless it's gestuals.
And if you disagree with those, then go get your head checked.
Go.
Okay. Let's move on. Okay, guys, we do have a Super Bowl party coming up. If you have not RSVP'd, we're more than halfway full. If you're local down here in Dallas, if you're not local and you're looking for something to do, you're looking for a place where you can drink, you get 2 free drink tickets, and then you're on your own for the drinks. You're looking for a place where you can have all you can eat foods, a buffet of food that's out the entire game, multiple different food options, 10, 15 different options that is available and at the ready for you at the Super Bowl party. There's even a dessert bar. Okay, if you want to fly in, if you don't have plans, round up the troops, get your buddies, get your girl, and grab a flight down here to the DFW area for the Super Bowl. Join us on that Sunday, an hour before kickoff at Backyard. We'll drop the link in the chats. We need to get our RSVPs up. Okay, we're more than halfway there. So if you're thinking about coming, if you're making the move, make sure you RSVP. Okay? We appreciate you guys.
This could be the first. This is first bowl party or bowl appearance since Vegas, but I guess the first one that's open to the public where people can go and see Trent versus Krabs in the bowl.
Yeah.
Which
sure.
I would probably think you're going to be on.
I don't know if Trent's betting the Seahawks after what they did to him.
He's betting the Seahawks.
Okay.
I think he's doing it out of spite.
Yeah, maybe.
He's betting the Seahawks because his reasoning was it's a win-win.
Yeah, because
where he has the Drake May downtown card.
Yeah, when the Seahawks win by 3, that would be the funniest outcome in the history of football.
We might have to sprinkle on that.
Yeah.
Guys, we'll have plenty of content for you guys Super Bowl-wise next year. We're going to make some videos, heads or tails, Gatorade color, all those niche props. Already got some articles up on the site about the Super Bowl. I have my favorite prize pick square that I wrote up about last night. You could probably take a guess at what my favorite square is for the big game. If somebody gets it right in the chat, I'll shout you out. But yeah, guys, join us. Join us. Finland 210. Oh, is the news already out? Finland 210? People talking? Then well, how does he know? Okay.
Maybe it is. They just Slate mentioned it to their OGs.
Okay.
Dude, I was going to nuke Jake Bobo with you, man.
Golden Vibe. If you fly in, bro, drinks on me. Drinks on me. Spicy 3 Avi got it right, by the way. JSN less than a tutty. He's going to be in absolute purgatory. He's going to be in purg against Christian Gonzalez. Good luck. All right. Best way to break a cold streak is to make some bets in the NBA this week. Take a break from the college kids. B. Tavares, you're not wrong. And W 10-stream streak. We appreciate you, boss. Along with you, Spicy 3 Avi. Thanks for the 5-stream streak. I don't disagree. Okay, I do have 3 college plays on my Sharp report today. See how it goes. But at some point, I mean, if the college kids aren't coming through and respecting coins, we'll have to make the move to the professionals. Okay?
I've got a little diverse card.
Okay. All right. Let's hop in. Let's talk about our Sharp report. Let's talk about our favorite plays for today. It starts out for me with an early play here. Chattanooga. I think I took them on the ML. I believe. Yep. Chattanooga on the ML here. Big fan of the Mocs, who've been struggling of late, guys. They're 9-12 so far this season. They're typically one of the better teams in their conference, but they've been struggling so far this season. They're not, doing pretty good in this conference whatsoever. Wofford has honestly been a pleasant surprise. Shocker. They poached the Virginia Tech assistant coach to be their head coach down there at Wofford, and he's done a great job. They're 14-7. They've won 3 games in a row. They're in second place in this conference in the Southern. And I was looking at the standings earlier today. I mean, the discrepancy here is crazy. Wofford is in second. They're 6-2 in conference play, right behind ETSU. You got Chattanooga sitting at 3-5. So this is a big game for the Mocs to climb back up the standings. And they've actually already played once this season, Jovan. Chattanooga beat them, and they're going to beat them again tonight. Chattanooga has not lost to Wofford in years. They own Wofford. So although Wofford is in better form right now, they've won their last 3 games in a row. They're 14-7. They've been impressive. They've been good against the number. They're coming through. They're respecting coins. It's got to be the Mocs coming off of back-to-back losses. They're at home. They already beat this Wofford team on the road. I do think they sweep them this season. They're going to be the hungrier dog here by far, and they're not even a dog, although they should be, looking at their freaking records and their conference standings. They should be a dog. They're not. They're favorites, and they're actually catching a little bit of steam up to -2 some places. So lock in Chattanooga, lock in the Mocs. They got this one kid on their team, Jordan Frisson, who's pretty good, who's playing, I think, his first year here as a junior. I think he came from D2 or D3, Jordan Frisson. Pretty solid player, averages 15 points per game. I believe he's their point guard. So pretty good player, pretty small team. Luckily, Wofford does not really have a great big man as well, so no advantage there. I think you see Wofford drop their first game in 2 weeks, and you see the Mocs get back on track with a big-time win at home. I'll lay the ML. I'll lay the juice here, and I'll take Chattanooga on the money line.
About the Mocs, former home of Honor Huff.
Yeah.
Goat.
They've been a pretty competitive mid-major for the last 10 years or so.
Had some crazy endings in their conference championship. It feels like every other
bad
year.
luck. They've had some bad luck. Slow start this season so far. They're locking in tonight. Okay?
Need that.
What are you cooking up over there?
I'm going to take Coach Nuck's Northwestern Wildcats against Penn State. I mean, Penn State's atrocious. I feel like when you're going to they're eventually going to win a conference game, and I don't think it's going to be tonight, obviously, but when it does happen, I feel like it's going to be one of these games that you don't really expect. And you look at like what Penn State has done. I mean, their defense is god-awful in every form, every fashion. For as big as they are, like with a couple of their big men and like at the 4, they're not very mobile, and they're really bad at defending the rim. So like, who's going to stop Martinelli from getting to the rim? I really don't know. And like looking at what they've done, like weirdly, they had this row of Illinois, Michigan, Purdue. They played actually pretty well in those games. None of those games, they lost all 3 of them, of course. They're 0-9 in the Big Ten, but they didn't lose a single one of those games by double digits. They've been weirdly competitive. And they had a stretch after that in their last 4 games with UCLA, Maryland, Wisconsin. They had much worse defensive performances against those teams, except for, I guess, Ohio State. Ohio State put up 84, but that's another game where they're a big dog and covered. Now you get a team that I guess is going to be a little slower, a little more physical. Obviously, everything runs through Martinelli. He's the heartbeat of that team. There's not really anything else. But if we talk about the murderer's row that Northwestern had to go through as of late, not only like tough matchups outside of like USC and UCLA, it's a tough West Coast road trip. They're never winning both those games, especially as a big dog in both of them. But right before that, I mean, Michigan State, Illinois, Nebraska, really tough teams that match up really well with what Northwestern has. And so does like USC and UCLA for the most part too. It's tough for the shooters. This ain't going to be tough for the shooters. So like Martinelli's going to feast, but they're probably going to throw something at him, throw some doubles, make him get the ball out of his hands. But it's also a great matchup for the shooters because their perimeter defense is god awful as well. So I think they drop Nuck. And again, like when you have, I guess, a team that Penn State has the opportunity to beat in the Big Ten, I feel like it's going to be one of their later games, or you're not really expecting it in the next couple weeks. And again, they've defended like size really well when it's not very mobile size, like you've seen in like Michigan State and Illinois, like we're talking about. This is different because Martinelli is a beast and can do whatever he wants. Get put the ball on the floor, get to the rim. So it's a little tough for them to defend. And I don't think they'll defend the guards either. They're not kidding.
All right, back in Martinelli, back in the nerds, up there in Northwestern to take care of business. I'm in.
Yeah, I wish they had some Northwestern shooters on Prize Picks, but it's only Martinelli.
And Martinelli's probably green. So
I don't even think he was that green unless
he's probably green tonight.
Oh yeah. This is
he's green almost every game.
He's I mean, he puts up so many shots. It's hard to ever even think about fading him, regardless of what you think about the game. But he's unbelievable.
He's kind of a me guy.
Yeah.
All right.
Tonight we love me guys.
W play, Northwestern laying 7.5. Should be a beatdown, should be a blowout, and fading Penn State coming off that cover where they played pretty good in the second half. I'm in. I like it. All right, swing it back around, Goots. I got another straight bet here in CBB. How about Middle Tennessee State? Oh, they're bad. This team is nothing special. The Blue Raiders, I believe. 11-8. Honestly, their record's fine. They're not playing great in conference play. A lot of those wins were against made-up teams before conference play started. But they've lost 3 of their last 5 in conference play. They are 11-8. They're playing one of the hottest teams in college basketball in Liberty, who's won 10-plus games in a row. This Liberty team is dominance. This Liberty team is unbeatable. They're 9-0 in Conference USA. Middle Tennessee State, though, they're right up there in 3rd place, 5-3 in conference play. So although they have not been playing great of late, they've been pretty solid overall. They're in 3rd place right now. Nothing to complain about too much. Liberty has just been on fuego, and I've been waiting, trying to pick my spot, find a good opportunity to fade this Liberty Flames team. And it's got to be when they're on the road here, down from -2.5 to -1.5 on the road against Middle Tennessee State. team that nobody wants to bet on, a team that nobody wants to back, a team that does have a sleepy, sneaky star on their team in Kamari Lands. This kid's a stud. He went to Louisville. He went to Arizona State. He's been bouncing around town. Now he's at Middle Tennessee State, and he's carrying the weight there. 6'8", pretty big guards, which is good because Liberty has some pretty big starters on their team. So Kamari Lands is going to carry the Blue Raiders to victory in this game. I'll take the +1.5 here in this spot, down from +2.5. Middle Tennessee State looks like one of the sharper plays on the college basketball slate today. I think they stopped the bleeding. They've been losing and winning every other game. They've lost 3 of their last 5. I think they finally get back in the win column here. They get a big-time W at home against the hottest team in their conference. Fade Liberty and back the Blue Raiders.
Sure. MTSU.
Yeah.
Goats.
Yep. Dubs. Swing it around. I want to hear your next straight bet here.
Yeah, I want to go to the ice. Back to Canes, which really it's more fading the Mammoth more than anything. I know you wanted to do that last game, coming off a shutout. Didn't quite work out because Bob gave up some goals. But this is now the last game, the 4th game of their week-long East Coast road trip. They went to Nashville. They played the Florida 2-piece, and now they're on the road against Carolina. They won against Nashville and Florida, but then they got shut out in the middle by the Lightning. And what we've seen from really, like, the Mammoth have played really good hockey over the last couple of weeks, kind of more what we saw at the beginning of the season from them when they were playing really, really well. And that stretch to open the season, that was like the first couple of weeks. But they've still struggled to put the puck on the net against really good defensive teams. And the Canes, not quite the Canes defense that we've been used to the last couple of years, and a lot of that's because of injuries, and they're getting healthier, I guess, as we go on here, for the most part, at the very least. But the Mammoth are not either. They're still dealing with a couple ailing injuries. Dylan Gunther is, I think, going to miss this game, or at least is questionable for this game. They've been without Cooley for a couple weeks now, so that's one of the reasons why, I guess, the attack has not been quite what you've expected, but they've put up goals regardless against some of the worst defenses that they've faced in the last couple weeks. The Canes aren't that. I think this is a good spot to catch them kind of gassed out from this little trip here, and helps that we're backing Brandon Bussey, who has been, one of the best goalies in the league sneakily for the last month and a half. But again, the Canes really help him out. Last game was a real anomaly in the fact they actually let a lot of pucks get to him, and he had a great performance against his Sens, I believe it was, and he dominated that game. I don't think they're going to let very much get to him tonight. This feels like a classic tight Canes game where they don't let much get through, and if they do win, I think it's going to be in pretty dynamic fashion.
Okay.
Kind of an all or nothing for the Canes.
All right. Big time game tonight on the ice. Love the sell job. Should be a blowout. I'm mucking in. Okay.
It's like us in 2K last.
Yeah. Yeah. Did pretty good last night in 2K chat. Dusted off the old console. Charged up the computer. Played 2 games. One with Trent, one without Trent. 2-0 in 2K last night. W9.
We had greatest team performance of the year, first game without Trent.
We did have a very good game 2 without Trent, to be honest. I had 20 points in that game.
Yeah, I think the whole team had 20.
Yeah. Our opponent was dog shit. Both games, to be honest. I don't know how they match us up against some shit teams. Very rare.
Yeah.
W2K.
Spain, blame Trent for that, Spain. He didn't want to stream it.
All right. One more straight bet for you guys. My favorite play. My favorite play of the night tonight. Got to go back to the Towson Tigers. I'm not giving up. I didn't hear no bell. Okay, we're locking in Towson. We're taking them on the money line. They're playing against the best team in their conference. First place in the CAA. UNCW. This UNCW team, they cover and they win every game. They've done it for years. Well, I've had enough of it. I'm sick of it. Okay, tonight I'm fading them on the road where they have been susceptible to a loss or two. You do not want to fade this team at home. I don't even fade this team at home. They are an absolute wagon, the Seahawks, at their home arena. But on the roads, they've lost a time or two. I've faded them a time or two successfully. We're going to do that again tonight on the road in Baltimore, the Gootsland, the homeland. We're back in the Towson Tigers. We're back in Williamson. We're back in Tyler Tejada. And we're fading former Hokie Patrick Wessler. This guy couldn't even grab 4 minutes of playtime. He was like the Bronny James on the Hokies last year. Didn't do shit as a sophomore when he was supposed to break out and be our backup center. Terrible. Goes to the CAA. Their second best player off the rip. Patrick Wessler's having a great year. I'll give him credit. He is.
Former Hokies.
He's having a great year. typically when a Hokie leaves, they turn into the best form themselves immediately after. We've seen it all over college basketball over the last couple of years. Well, Patrick Wessler's next up. Didn't do shit for us for 2 seasons. Now he's the second best player, grabs 9 rebounds per game, which is 32nd in college basketball, averages a little over 13 points per game as well. So good to see him thriving, not rooting against him. And honestly, with the roster we have right now, he probably would not have even grabbed any, playtime. He'd just be grabbing pine on this roster. So good to see him succeeding somewhere else, but he's not very good. And neither is this UNCW team. In recent years, they've had some studs. They've had some potential NBA talent. I think we even went to watch this team in the conference championship Goots last year in DC, I believe. Correct me if I'm wrong. But didn't we watch UNC Wilmington boots on ground in the championship?
We did, yes.
Yeah.
Against Delaware.
Yeah, they were extremely talented.
Yep.
Last season. This year, the roster's not doing it for me. Hodge, their best player, was a role player last year for them. He's been great. He stepped up 15 points per game. Don't get me wrong. But this team has yet to play, a lot of the top teams in the CAA so far this season. And they're not playing a top team, statistically, standings-wise, tonight. But in my opinion, they are playing one of the best teams roster-wise in the CAA in the Towson Tigers. The dynamic duo that Towson's providing on the court with Tyler Tejada, who is an NBA player, by the way. He will get a shot at least in the G League, if not in the NBA. Another NBA talent guy, Tyler Tejada. If you haven't watched this kid play, he's an absolute bucket. Averages 16.5 points per game. He's an absolute stud, and only a junior as well. I was shocked to hear that he came back to Towson this year when he could have played a lot of other places. So good for him. And then Williamson, the homegrown kids, Maryland kids. He's been an absolute stud. Been at Towson all 3 years. He just broke 1,000 points in his career for Towson. Kid's an absolute beast. So they have an absolute dynamic duo, the Towson Tigers do. And seeing them as a favorite against the number 1 team in their conference, the 18-3 UNCW Seahawks. And no, I'm not just fading this team because their name is the Seahawks. Okay, although that certainly doesn't hurt. It has to be done. Seeing Towson as a favorite, Jovan, they're barely over 500, dude. They have been so underwhelming in conference play. I don't know if you remember the beginning of the season, but they almost won their little pre-conference tournaments before the season. They were in their championship in their little pre-conference play tournaments. They got blown out by UCSD in that game. It was over the holidays. It was on at like noon. It was one of the crummier conference tournaments, but they played great to start the season. And then they could not buy a bucket for about a month. About a month ago. Well, since then, they've turned it around. So they've won 4 of their last 5 games. They ripped off 4 straight wins until their last game when they finally dropped one and lost to NC on the road as 7.5-point favorites. An absolutely embarrassing loss for Coach Scary, one of the best mid-major coaches in college basketball. Great coach. Still cannot believe he's at Towson at this point. They're blessed to have him there. Coming off that loss, I have a feeling they've had a pretty tough couple days of practice, the Towson Tigers, and they're going to go and avenge that loss and knock off the best team in their conference at home tonight. This is a big game back in Baltimore tonight. This game's on CBS Sports Network. Pressure is going to be high at the SECU Arena in Baltimore, and the Towson Tigers are going to deliver. Back Tyler Tejada, back Williamson, back Coach Scary, and back Towson to get it done against the Seahawks.
Sure. Bet on that.
Those games get packed as well.
Yeah, that place will be pumping tonight.
Assuming.
Pumping.
Is the weather over there? Or is...
Yeah, it's fine.
It's done snowing. There's just like ice and shit everywhere.
Yeah, it's just cold.
I'm sure, honestly, the kids probably aren't going off campus much.
It's probably banging.
Walking over to the arena, and then they'll go to Green Turtle after the game gets.
Right across the street.
Yep. W spot. Meet you at the Turtle, Goots. Only the real ones now.
Only real ones.
Only the real ones meet at the Turtle.
Yep.
W Towson play. Love this play. Favorite play of the day. Jovan, you got one more play for us today?
I do.
In the NBA?
Yep.
Sure.
Shout out the Rockets. Never really want to take their team total overs because they play defensive games. We know this. They're a slow team, but they get double back-to-backs, I believe. Both them and the Hawks are on a back-to-back tonight. Love fading the Hawks defense, period. Love fading them off a back-to-back. You're also probably, I know Onyeka Okongwu's out because he got his teeth knocked in yesterday. That was a crazy sight. And then Jalen Johnson just got ruled questionable as well. So God knows. I already didn't think they were going to be able to guard KD. This has all the makings of a KD legacy game. Same with, I guess, some of the shooters as well, because that's always the case with the Hawks and the Hawks defense. But I really think this is probably the best setup for the Rockets offense, healthy or not, against this Hawks defense that they've had in quite some time. And like they've played a couple really bad defenses in the past couple games, and I guess like New Orleans is involved in that. You could even say like this version of Memphis is also included in that. They're not hitting these numbers too often. They're not really splooging. I think this is the perfect spot for it. Don't know who's going to guard KD. I think he can have a field day. The Hawks have been pitiful at some of these 3-point shooters, especially above the break. I mean, Reed Shepherd, whatever, take your pick. Onyeka Okongwu's out. You're going to have Mogwai and I forget who their other backup big is. I think it's Christian Koloko. They're going to be trying to guard Sengun. Have fun with that. So, like, I think this is not a game where the Rockets have to play slow, like they are so accustomed to, and that's kind of their MO. This is the game they can play a little more in transition, and they're not going to have to work very hard, I think, for good looks at the rim, whether it's contested KD having his way in the mid-range or really getting to the rim however he wants. Sengun's going to have a goal matchup. The shooters are going to have an easy time in this one. So I think this is finally the game they just bust out and splooge. And the Hawks, a little short-handed too, most likely you're going to have to play like a Hawk-style game, run and gun, to have a chance in this game because they don't want to get the Rockets' defense, especially if you're without Jalen Johnson, like set in the half court. So I can only assume, just like they've done against some of the better defensive teams that they've played, they're probably going to have to try and outrun them and run fast. And if that tempo's high, that's great for this too.
Okay. Great sell job. Back at some points from the Rockets. Let's hope Sengun is okay. I'm reading in the chat he got hurt but came back in, so should be good to go. He came back in.
I don't really think that matters, to be honest with you.
Wow. Okay.
Because, I mean, against the Hawks, like, I mean, sure, great matchup if he's able to go tonight, but KD's playing.
Okay.
Shooters are playing.
Yeah.
Fucking Amen Thompson's playing against one of the worst transition defenses in the NFL or the NBA. So take your pick is more my point for this game.
Okay. W's. Awesome sell job. Let's get to some prize pick squares. Okay, I'll get the party started here. Jovan, I'm fading your guy, Kucherov.
Nah.
Yep.
Nah.
Fading your guy, Kucherov, unfortunately. Love this angle. Love this play. Have had really good success, knock on wood, taking less thans in the points category in the NHL. The goals allowed category, not as much success.
Okay. Point squares have been sharp.
The point squares have been sharp. The less thans have been hitting. So stick with me here, guys. I love Winnipeg in the spot. I love the under in Winnipeg and Tampa Bay tonight. Rare under that I love in a Tampa game where they typically score a bunch of points. Winnipeg, for some reason, has Tampa's number. They beat them 4 of the last 5 times they played. Not the last time, though, which I like for Winnipeg tonight. They already lost to them last time they played. It was a while ago. They didn't play last year. Doesn't make a lot of sense. From what I'm seeing right now, the last time they played was in November of 2024, which, if that's accurate, great.
Yeah, that's last year.
Okay. Kucherov, in his last 10 games against Winnipeg, he's gone less than 1.5 points in 6 of those 10 games. So sure, he's a GOAT. Sure, he's had a couple, 4-point performances mixed in there. But against this Winnipeg team, they've relatively limited his success to 0 or 1 goals or 1 point per game. So love that for him. Love that the chart is very green. The fact that the square is up is hilarious. Have had very good success taking the McDavid less than 1.5 point squares. And this is kind of in the same boat. You're taking a GOAT less than 1.5 points. You're holding on for dear life. The good thing we have, though, with this play is that the total has dropped from 6.5 to 5.5, which is a great sign. So not seeing a ton of goals in this one on the ice down there in Tampa. And I do lean Winnipeg on the ML here. It gives me a little bit of the Senators vibes last night against the big and bad Colorado Avs. And they came through and they got a big-time W. Why is Winnipeg only plus 150 when they're sub-500s on the road against the hottest, best team right now in the NHL, besides probably the Avs? Definitely hotter right now than the Avs as well, Tampa Bay. So they've been playing great hockey the last 2 months.
Yeah. I don't know. They're not the cup favorites, as everybody thinks the Avs already won it, but
yeah, they're definitely up there.
They're playing, I would say, the best of anybody in the league right now.
Yeah, they're definitely up there.
People just don't want to say it. I always say it.
Yep.
I'll gladly say it. And that whole stretch was also included beating the Avs. I mean,
yep.
We'll see what happens when turn comes to tide. The Avs are not winning the cup, regardless whether the Lightning win it or not. But I would be cool if the Avs are President's Trophy.
Yep.
Let them have it.
Yep. Side thing says, bro, Krabs fading the #1 popular play on PP for CBB. It's just, I actually did a 500-word article on this one square. So if you want to go ahead and give that a read, I dropped the link in the chat. Get involved. Okay? I also did a write-up for a straight bet in this game tonight. It's probably the game of the night. A lot of mid-major games tonight. there's a couple decent matchups, some bigger name teams like Washington and Illinois who face off tonight after Illinois just beat Purdue. So if you want to check that out, I'm happy to drop the link for that as well. I got it right here. Did a couple articles last night. Did one about the Super Bowl as well. Go check out that one on the site too. Check out these articles. Put in some work over here. And literally did a 500-word article on why Mr. Wagler, however you want to say it, it doesn't really fucking matter because he's about to stink it up tonight. Why he's going less than his 2.5 3-pointers made tonight after he splooged for 46 points against Purdue. 46.
Yeah, that was...
Not 20, not 30, 46.
Unbelievable.
And I believe he was 9 for 11 from 3 in that game.
He was
unconscious.
Smoking hot so bad.
Could not miss a 3. And that is exactly why we are taking his less than 2.5 3-pointers made tonight in a game I like the under, in a game I may or may not like Washington. Check out the article if you want to see the write-up and see what I like when it comes to a side in that game. Okay, but that Washington perimeter defense, no slouch. Okay, that Washington defense in general, no slouch. W shot there from Harris English as well, Goots. Let's hope he can get back to even there. I'll tell you right now, meat on tape, Keaton Wagler is not cashing 3 threes tonight. I will spin the wheel tomorrow if he hits 3 threes or more in this game tonight.
You want me to make a move real quick for you?
Please.
Points got bumped down from 20 to 19.
Wow, let's go. That's huge.
Off of 46.
Making it move. Come on now. Love to hear that. There are 0 reasons besides the fact that he's playing like shit tonight and not scoring 20 points and not hitting 3 threes where his points should be getting bumped down after the performance he just had. It should be getting bumped up.
Yeah. I know it seems to be like the popular sharp play today, so I don't know how it's going to go, but I mean, the whole game, it just screams trap spot for Illinois.
Yes.
You just beat Purdue on the road.
Yep.
Biggest game of your season, one of the biggest games of your season. Then you have the rematch with Nebraska looming on Sunday.
Yep.
I mean, seems like a tough spot. Does seem to be like the sharp Twitter POD, so maybe it's cake, but something's going to shake in this game. Like, it's not going to go smoothly. Maybe it's a Stojakovic game.
Okay. W's. Let's go ahead and hear some sell jobs from your 2 squares. And I'll drop the link to the sharp report format as soon as Prize Pick starts working.
Yep. Got the Michael Pork revenge game tonight, Krabs.
Ooh.
And thankfully for you, and thankfully for a lot of people involved, did not really care to take anything that had to do with him shooting or making shots, which he's going to be a me guy, but I wanted to take what I think for Michael Pork is the most me guy square possible, and that's him grabbing rebounds, which the first time they played, he did this. He had 11 rebounds on 18 chances. So coming back now, like that was with Jokic in the fold. That wasn't even this current Nuggets lineup. The current Nuggets lineup cannot grab a board. Okay. Current Nuggets lineup cannot grab a board to save their lives. Smaller lineup, obviously. But if you look at what they've been doing against these wings, you can go back. I can name a guy from the last 20 games the Nuggets have played or however many without Jokic. Tobias Harris, 8 rebounds. Kuzma had 10 rebounds. Kaishan George with 12. LeBron with 9. Luka with 13 in the same game. Tijuan Salon had 11 rebounds. So they've been getting shredded by wings in this spot. And that's because the whole team really can't grab a rebound. So any willingly rebounding forward, I guess, or wing is tearing them to shreds. What is Michael Pork going to do? And what's probably one of his last games where he has freedom to do whatever the hell he wants because he's going to be on the block. He's going to go and grab some rebounds over a team that can't simply get. This is how you be a me guy. And then you finish it up with Brandon Bussey. The Canes are allowing the least amount of shots in the league. It's not going to change tonight, especially with the Mammoth on the 4th game of this East Coast road trip. I think regardless of the script in this one, they've won games where they've been under this number, under like a 20 SOGs, and they've left in the teens. They've lost games, obviously, too. So I think regardless of the script, they're going to be suffocated by the Canes defense in this one. And again, this was one of the rare times where Bussey's been fantastic for really the entirety of the season when the Canes have needed him. He hasn't really gotten like pelted with shots too many times because they allow the least shots in the league. The decor is fantastic. Last game he did. He had 35 saves in that game. So great performance by him. I don't think they're letting much get to him tonight.
Okay.
He ain't getting 22 saves.
Okay. Unbelievable sell job. Unfortunately, Prize Picks is a little fluky right now.
Yeah,
Looks like it's not really working. So we'll give that a couple minutes. If I can lock that in on stream, I will drop the link for you guys in the Sharp Report form, man. Great sell jobs. Somebody in the YouTube chat, Alan Dim, said, I bet Towson as well, but when you say you see Towson as a favorite, what would you expect to see them priced at in this spot? Well, I would probably expect a team that is, let's see what Towson's at in the Ken Palm here. Towson is 168 in the Ken Palm, which honestly is better than I thought with how they've been playing this year. They're 12-10. They're in the bottom half of the CAA. They're 168 in the Ken Palm. UNC Wilmington is 117 in the Ken Palm. So I certainly, with that discrepancy, would have expected UNC Wilmington as a favorite, even at Towson. The fact that they're not a favorite is crazy, to be honest with you. Yeah, and that's part of the reason why I like Towson to win this game.
There we go.
Okay? Awesome. Dubs. Apologies for the noise going on in the background, guys. The light fell out of the shelf behind me, but we're going to fix that post-stream. All good.
No way Trent has eyes on Rav's Cat Express 11 a.m.
Yeah, guys, we're going to be having some more behind-the-scenes content on the Bookit Snapchat and the Bookit Instagram on the stories. So if you're into that type of thing, if you want to see what we're doing on more of a day-to-day basis, behind the scenes, trying to see what the heck we do all day, you're going to get some more content from us going forward on that. Okay?
Whether Rav, I don't know if he ordered that or stopped on the way in.
Definitely stopped.
I didn't know when it happened, but stopped on the way in. The clock had to have said 10-something.
Yes.
When he was at Panda Express.
Yeah.
Is that not like clinically insane?
Maybe a little bit.
Yeah. I think he's had a tough day. He's had some car troubles. So he probably wanted a little pick-me-up.
Yeah.
Right?
10 a.m.
Let's see what time they even open.
I'll give him a pass today. They probably open at 10:30. He was probably there like 10:45.
They open at 10:30, or sorry, they open at 10 a.m.
Yep.
10 a.m. Panda opens up.
The cats might not even be dead by the time he's in there. They're still roaming around.
What are they opening up at 10 a.m. for? Who's breaking that door open?
Rav, I guess.
Who's getting out of their vehicle at 9:50 something to walk into a Panda and be the first customer of the day?
Maybe it's Sade Weidman. He's bricked up with 5 subbies.
Let's go, Sade.
Shout out Sade.
Sade, you might need to save those subbies for this trip, man. We need to get you down here for the Super Bowl. Seriously. Make it happen, bro. Have you looked at flights yet, Sade? We got to get you down here, bro.
Yeah,
we got to chill for the bowl.
Ask for some squares. Get him there.
Yeah, I DM'd him earlier. I said, you got to take that Vogler. Got to take that Vogler square. Less than 2.5 threes. I don't know, Jovan, if you have a meat on tape square today that has to go in there, and then maybe he pairs his favorite square and nukes a 3-piece.
I think it's Pork.
Yeah, Michael Pork rebounds. Yeah. Okay.
Pork being a me guy, and we don't even need him to hit shots.
Yep.
Kind of a dream square.
See, we do it all for you, my man. People forget the name on the back of my jersey in 2K is Whiteman. Okay? W Sade. We do it all for Sade. All the subbies he's given out. James Leon, I appreciate the stream streak as well. Same with you, P. Dot and Turner Mac. You guys are goated. Appreciate you guys. And thank you so much, Sade, for the subbies, my man. Literal name on the back of my jersey in 2K. Dubs. All right. Yeah, I mean, guys, don't get me wrong. Panda's fire. I got nothing against Panda. It's just the time. Right?
Yeah, the time.
You should never get Chipotle before 11 a.m. You should never get Panda before 11 a.m. I stand on that.
Rav got Panda Express the same time I was getting coffee.
Yeah.
While
I mean, Chipotle.
Fire alarm to stop.
I know everything about Chipotle. I know the ins and outs. I know what to get. I know what goes on behind the grill. I've been in Chipotle probably 10,000 times in my life. I've seen it all. I could probably work there a shift myself.
Right.
Without any sort of instruction. I know for a fact that Chipotle, unfortunately, the next day they reheat the meats from the night before that are left over. You could tell. Unfortunately, the meats are just not as good when you go in there, you know, shaking the gates.
Yeah.
Like I like to say. And your first customer in, you got to go past noon at Chipotle, get the fresh ingredients, the fresh meats. I hope Panda's not in that same boat.
They're in that boat.
I hope they're not reheating the meats in the AM. They were left over from the night before. I really hope not. I really hope not for Rav's sake and for his stomach's sake. I hope not. Okay. W sell jobs, W plays, W Rav chirp. Love it. Chat, what do you guys think? Is Panda acceptable in the AM hours? Illinois, Chattanooga, North Dakota. Dead Larry Bird saying, you cannot get me on Illinois tonight, brother. They're a wagon, but that is not the sharp play in that game. It might hit, but Washington is certainly the sharp side in that game. Love Chattanooga. Did not look at North Dakota. We can go take a peep at North Dakota. And then a couple other CBB games, maybe. And then I kind of want to craft up an NBA two-piece for tonight. So not a ton of time here on CBB, which I feel like you guys are willing to sacrifice if we can craft up an NBA winning two-piece lineup. Remember last year we were smacking these TNT two-pieces like it was literally our job? It was. And we were cashing those puppies at an alarming rate. Knock on wood. Okay? Let's hope we can continue that this year with the Amazon Prime pack. We're going to come up with some lineups involving the 2 Amazon Prime games that are on tonight. But first, let's take a peep at North Dakota and see what that line's saying. Plus 12.5 against the Tommies. The Tommies have been an absolute wagon so far this season. 17-5. They can shoot the lights out. They dominate the Summit League. North Dakota's been great of late, though, too. They've won and covered their last 5 games. So they're playing great. They're coming off an outright win as dogs against Denver. So probably not the spot that I want to hop in and back them, but the Tommies have been great as well. They've won 4 of their last 5. They've been covering. To be fair, North Dakota's been great against the number, 13-8 against the spread. So am I dying to hop in and back them, getting 12.5 points on the road? No. Am I taking the Tommies? Hell no. No shot. So trust your read on that one. But I certainly do like Chattanooga. I've already locked that puppy in. Okay?
Let's go.
Game of the year in CBB tomorrow. SBR, what would that be, bro?
Michigan State.
Wow. That's got to be game of year.
Yeah. And like one of the very few relevant games tomorrow at all, because it's the classic Friday slate where we have a bunch of MAAC MAC games and like a couple late night Mountain West games. And
Does the Mount play tomorrow?
Let's take a peep.
They do. They have a big time game against St. Peter's, who's been pretty good so far in the MAC. But you know who they've already lost to once this year? The Mounts.
Yeah, St. Peter's probably there.
Can the Mount go in there and beat them twice? Mount's playing good ball right now. They've won 3 of their last 4. They've beaten St. Peter's last 3 times they played. Peacocks might go down. All right. Any other college basketball games that were looking at you funny tonight, Jovan?
Not too much, dude. It is
pretty soft.
Just a horrid slate.
Okay.
All these games. Thursday slates are just really bad. I mean, we could talk about Iowa State game a little bit, I guess. It's one of the other few relevant type games.
Yeah.
I mean,
you like anything in that game?
I mean, gun to my head, especially because like weirdly this like 17 and a half numbers, they've taken those in the Big 12 and taken favorites of those. You're kind of Jeff. I don't want to take it because I feel like I've already gotten my Iowa State blowout recently out of the way, but I would be lying if I said I didn't think they put Nuck on Colorado.
Okay.
I mean, it's a horrid matchup for Colorado, which Iowa State's a pretty horrid matchup for a lot of teams, of course, but I mean, they turn the ball over a ton. Like, they're going to be pressuring the ball. Lipsey's one of the best on-ball defenders in the country, in the Big 12, certainly. So how are they going to get in the flow of their offense? I don't really know.
Okay.
There's also some pretty nice green charts to fade from Colorado players. Definitely reminds me of the whole South Carolina situation.
Okay.
But it's probably about to knock.
I got a CBB play that I like.
Let me hear it.
Anybody hip to what's going on down there in Tarleton State?
Nah.
Anybody hip?
Nah.
You guys hip to Dior Johnson?
Him.
You guys seen this kid's highlights on your feed? Or he's unbelievable. Second in college basketball in scoring, averages 24 points per game. This kid's got a crazy story. Committed to Pitt, was such a POS that he never even stepped foot on the courts. Was suspended off the rip. Didn't play there at all. Super me guy.
Super me
Dior Johnson. All-time me guy.
But
super, super talented, though.
Incredible score. They literally switched their whole scheme because they have him on the roster.
Yeah.
They used to play super slow, super UVA type, grind it out. But they have him on the roster, so they're like, fuck it, we're going to play fast now.
Yeah, he's cracked. He went to UCF, didn't do shit there last year. Transferred to Tarleton State this year, and he's second in college basketball in points per game. I'll tell you right now, chat, Tarleton is looking at me funny on the spreads. Utah Valley has been a wagon so far this season, 15-6. Tarleton's lost 4 games in a row. and we're seeing some steam towards Tarleton at home, down from 4.5 to 3.5. I'll back Mr. Dior Johnson to go out there and win this game himself.
Oh.
But I'll take the points. What?
Are we live? Okay. My computer just shit itself. I didn't know if it was the Ninja or just my computer.
Quick thoughts on Memphis before we start talking some NBA. Any thoughts on Memphis as a favorite?
Yeah, it's just I don't know if Memphis is ever really like sharp.
Yeah.
Like, what are they going to be? Dogs? Because, I mean, it's Penny Hardaway, Memphis. They're a terrible team. But, like, what are they going to be? Dogs at home against FAU?
Probably not.
Probably not. FAU is definitely better than them. I can't do it with Memphis sharp spots, especially when they're at home. I feel like, especially against a team that, like, has a very competent scorer at the guard position that they have had no success stopping really any team they faced. I can't do it. Maybe like a touch weird that they're favorites, but again, like they get a pretty fat penny tax. They don't match up well with FAU. I'm good at just letting it squeak.
Okay. I just locked in Tarleton State plus 3.5. That shit's hidden, chat.
Yeah.
Get involved. Right? W. Tarleton, W. Dior Johnson. Kid's an absolute beast.
Buckets.
All right. Let's hope that Prize Picks is up and moving right now.
It's not, dude. I'm trying it out here, man. Just getting nowhere.
Oh.
Getting fucking nowhere.
Yeah, the only thing I'm seeing is the Explore tab up. We could fade Chris Middleton, PRA. He's in one of the Amazon games. He's the number 1 most popular square on the app.
Well, you know why? He's with Bucks.
Smells like cake. Smells like Betty Crocker, fresh cake out of the oven.
It's probably cake, yeah. He doesn't get a chance to be a me guy very often. Because like he's one of the best team guys possible. Like now he gets to play the Bucks. They don't have Giannis. It's kind of like a what the fuck else are you gonna do spot?
Yeah.
I don't really care to fade him.
Yep. They got about 17 million squares up for Chris Middleton today. They have a 10 field goals attempted square that's completely green. He's not being a me guy tonight. He's being a team player tonight. He's not doing shit. That sucks. I wanted to craft up an Amazon Prime pack, chat. But unfortunately, it is not working right this second. So let's hope it comes back up in the next couple minutes here.
Dude, that would be so goated.
If it doesn't, we'll live. We'll put it out on our feeds on BTL this afternoon. So
we have Wizards, Bucks, and then Thunder T-Wolves.
Yes, Thunder T-Wolves. Yeah, could fade Ants. A lot of options there. Yep.
I mean, you know who's going to splooge?
Who?
SGA. Post Taco, which I guess the Taco didn't sell. Found a way to squeak.
It did actually hit, yeah.
His normal line certainly didn't.
Yep.
He was moose for a majority of that game.
Okay.
Probably going to splooge.
Yeah, probably.
Needs squares. It's actually just.
Yeah, nothing we could do about that. Sorry, chat. Retro Stick says Miles Turner or Bobby Portis centers versus the Wizards. I mean, it's got to be Bobby Portis revenge game. I'll say it, especially after today's comp to the body buffer.
Yeah, he is coming off of a near triple double.
Really?
Yeah. Probably not the best time, but I don't know. He's like one of the guys that like. I feel like he has small pockets of really fat usage. Like he goes a couple games in a row, which obviously now like no Giannis and great matchups, he's going to be splooshing.
Yeah.
Another one, kind of like Middleton, like he doesn't get his chance to shine with a lot of volume very often. But he's one of the guys I probably wouldn't mind going back to.
Okay. Wow, is Gav getting sharp in the chat, folks? He says most of the teams played yesterday. Good day to fade. Look at Gav getting his contrarian senses up and moving. Fired up. Let's go, Gav. Gav could be the next one shot. Who's turned in now to the sharpest Prize Picks player of all time.
So disrespectful to one shot.
Yeah, it is. It's pretty disrespectful to one shot. You're right. One shot just keeps feeding me green squares. Every spaces. The guy comes in, gives me the nastiest square, Yesterday, it was Luka first quarter, less than 10.5 points. Completely green chart. And it was the freest square in all the land. Thank you, One Shot. You are so goated, bro. I hope you're watching today. He is awesome. And he has completely shifted from when he went on the Surge stream, he was the squarest guy on the stream. And he said, you know what? This is not working. I'm going to try to be Krabs, and I'm going to try to be Jovan, and I'm going to try to find the nastiest, grossest squares. And since then, that's all he does. Every day he tweets at me, Krabs, look at this square. This is the nastiest square on the app. He's right. That square almost always hits.
He's in Duff, dude.
He is absolutely dialed in. He's changed everything about his mindset. Betting on sports. He's making coins. It's great to see.
Lives in Duff.
Looks like Bobby Portis is the most popular prop market in this Wizards-Bucks game. Holy shit.
Okay.
Let's go, Bobby P.
Okay.
Let's go, Bobby P.
Certainties. I mean, that's just.
Why doesn't the Lucas Square count as great? I'm confused.
Huh?
Chat's saying the Lucas Square does not count as great. Why?
Yeah, why does it not count?
Middleton was bumped a point today. I'm assuming bumped up. He got hurt in the first quarter. Ooh, well, maybe he capped for that.
Good cap for that.
Maybe he capped for that, yep.
Got hurt in the first quarter. Let's see.
I saw him playing the rest of the game.
Let's see when he came in, when he checked. I mean,
Big putt for Harris English here, Goots.
He played like the full shift in the first quarter.
Terrible putt. Any golf plays for anybody in chat? Yeah, I still think it's a sharp square. He still went 0 for 4 in the first quarter. So I think that was a pretty damn sharp square. I think you guys are just butthurt you took Luka more than. I'll say. It's kind of what it sounds like.
Let's see. How many minutes did he play in the first quarter?
Yes, Trent did post a slip from Joshy's golf plays on his X. If you want to tell that.
He played 7 minutes in the first quarter. And we're bitching about an injury. What are we talking about?
He did go off in the second quarter, though. But did he go off in the first? Finland 210. I don't think so. That was insanely sharp work. He fell off the race court. That's crazy.
Oh, yeah, I did see that.
Huh.
Yeah, he played 7 minutes in the first quarter.
Spicy 3 Avi. I have not gone to Heb for HEB. But I do need to go to the grocery store today.
I feel like Krabs would have a field day at HEB, dude.
Should I make the trip?
Yeah.
Let's see if there's any even.
I don't know if there's any towards you.
There's one in Plano.
Yeah, it's up by me or in that general vicinity.
It's only 15 minutes away.
Yeah, HEB is sharp. Sure, the sharp play.
Yeah. I need to go check that out.
Have you've done Buc-ee's?
No.
I guess I don't know that you've had to go anywhere.
Yeah,
that requires a Buc-ee's.
I haven't even seen a Buc-ee's.
Yeah, because they're all like HEB. They're like out. They're truck stops.
Yeah,
like it's meant to be in the middle of like a road trip.
Closest one is 30 minutes away from here.
Really?
Yeah.
That is worth a Krabs trip too.
Okay.
I'll say that.
Yeah, I keep seeing TikToks about Buc-ee's.
That's a cheat day though.
Buc-ee's is incredibly square, but probably the sharpest square play.
Their pre-made foods look so good.
They're unreal.
That you need a whole Buc-ee's review. Now that you're that'll do numbers.
Bathrooms are good.
List. I'm making a cheat meal list.
That one you don't even need like a meal to be a part of it, really. I feel like going there, like obviously you want to get some stuff to eat, but going there and seeing it is enough of an experience for a review.
Yep. How does Buc-ee's compare to Publix? I don't think that's comparable. You mean HEB, Jocko?
Yeah, Buc-ee's is like a super Wawa, pretty much. Except there's also like you can shop.
Yeah.
And half the I don't even want to call it a store. Half the gas station.
Yeah.
It's a full experience.
The beef jerky wall looks fire.
Yeah, whole beef jerky wall. They've got their own like candies. They've got the meat cutting stations. You can go and get beef jerky and fucking Christmas shop. Clothes for the fam.
Okay. Yeah, their spicy chicken sandwich looks elite. I saw a TikTok on my feed about that last night.
Yeah, everything.
And I was like almost salivating watching the video.
So gas.
Yep. All right. Yeah, W Food Talk. Trying to find a way to get through this episode today with no prize picks loading right now. It's unfortunate.
Yeah, this is just.
That is unfortunate, chat. We apologize. Sure, they'll get that puppy fixed ASAP.
The app can be fucked too. This doesn't get itself sorted out. I can't red chart on.
Chat, what's the best thing to get at Buc-ee's? Best food item. It could be fresh food. It could be a snack. Could be some weird merch. Best thing to get at Buc-ee's. Go. Drop it in the chat. Beaver nuggets? What is that, dude?
Those are mid.
No way we're calling those mid.
They're mid.
Beaver nugs smack so hard. Everybody's gassing up the beavers.
Mid.
Beaver nugs. What, is it pieces of beaver?
No, it's like these little puffs that are like kind of
like
caramel.
It's like Cracker Jack-ish.
Yeah.
Okay.
They're mid.
Okay. Brisket sandwich, barbecue Sammy.
Yeah, anything with brisket is just unbelievable.
Barbecue pulled pork. Damn.
I'll say it.
Brisket breakfast burrito.
Pulled pork, fake as sharp barbecue food there.
Dude, that's where you lose me, man. I'm a big fan.
The Beaver Nug splits are 90% of the money.
The gyros at Arby's are fire. Whoever said that in the chat. Yes. They're fire. QT and Quick Trip are two different gas stations. Yes, they are.
Yep. Okay.
Yes, they are. QT is elite. I don't know if I've been to Quick Trip with a K. QT is elite, though. Rudy's barbecue smells good at the gas station.
Rudy's is knock, dude.
Okay.
Knock.
Okay.
You still need to make your trip. Probably top of your list out of all the things that you need to do is probably barbecue.
Yeah, I want to go to, I wrote it down, Hutchins barbecue.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's up there. That's going to be one of the next cheat meals.
That's the best, easily the best barbecue, I would say, in DFW.
Brian C, not yet. We're still waiting on official numbers, but we probably are going to go to Bama for the golf trip. Yeah.
Wow.
Never been to Alabama.
Let's go.
See how it goes. Go to Mike's Chicken in Dallas. You ever been there?
Yeah. Okay.
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 Okay. How good was Whataburger? Whataburger is goated. Whataburger is so goated. It is so fucking good. It is so much better than In-N-Out. It's not even close. It doesn't even compare. It blows In-N-Out out of the water.
So good.
It's a gentleman's sweep.
Listen, I don't know if there's any better drunk food than Whataburger.
Culver's is probably better than that as well, though. Culver's is, I think, the goat.
Culver's goated.
Culver's is literally a Five Guys burger fast food version. A little bit smaller, still huge. Definitely cheaper.
Yeah, Culver's.
Price to quality, though, it probably beats Five Guys. Although the Five Guys burger itself is the goat.
Oh,
nobody's
Five Guys is the goat, but you're paying for it.
Yep.
Culver's is really good, and you're not paying for as much of it.
Yep.
The only thing that In-N-Out has is it's cheap.
I'm not a big Shake Shack guy. I would eat it. I respect that they do like a rotating menu of like special stuff. But the burger itself, maybe it's because I'm not the biggest potato bun guy.
Yeah.
It's just very simple. It's good. They use Pat LaFrieda meat. It's one of the healthier burger options, if that's even possible. It's good. I like the peppers they put on. But Five Guys absolutely destroys Shake Shack in a head-to-head burger off. Destroys them. It's not even close.
Yeah, not even close.
All right. That's enough food talk for one day. I'm getting absolutely starved.
Yeah.
Let's craft up a squad ride. Okay. We'll put out a Amazon Prime Pack 2-piece on Prize Picks on the feed later this afternoon once the Prize Picks board goes back up. For now, Goots, do me a favor. If you're around, if you're local, my man, run that shit. I'm trying to see that train. Dubs.
Take the reins, Krabs.
Here's what we're going to do. What is your favorite play out of those three?
Rockets.
What is your second favorite play out of those three?
Northwestern.
Okay.
So Canes and squad ride.
No. Because as soon as we flip-flop that and buy low, it's going to be your favorite play that hits. So
Probably will.
what we're going to do is checking some numbers. I'm crunching some data here, folks. Like, does that total dropping overall in the Rockets game not scare you at all?
No, because, I mean, their totals are usually in like the 2 teens. And totals dropping too because the Hawks that have no Kongwu and then Jalen Johnson got ruled questionable. It's a number that they haven't hit very much.
Yep.
And their totals, if they weren't playing the Hawks, their total obviously would be much, much lower.
Okay. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to put the Rockets team total over in. We're going to put Northwestern in.
I feel like Towson, your best sell job.
We're going to put Towson in. And we're going to put Middle Tennessee State in.
Wow. Not expecting no mocks.
Yep. We're going to put those 4 plays in. And we're going to run the squad ride poll, and we're going to hit a squad ride tonight. 4 plays, 4 winners. 4 plays, 4 winners. 4 plays, 4 winners. We got Towson on the ML. We got Middle Tennessee State plus 1.5. We got Northwestern minus 7.5. And we got the Rockets team total over 113.5. Get involved. Please, guys. Yesterday, we went 3 out of 4 on the squad ride options. The one loser was the squad ride winner. We got to be better.
Oh.
And it starts at the top. It starts with me. It starts with Jovan. It starts with Goots. It starts with us. Okay? We have to be better. We have to give you guys better options. But you guys have to pick better plays. Both. Both are more than fair. Okay? 60-40 split. Honestly, 70-30 us. Okay? It's our job to provide you guys winners and winners only, not a loser in sight. But if we go 3 for 4 every day on squad ride options, I'm pretty happy about that. I like our chances long term going 3 for 4 out of these squad ride options. If we do that every single day,
we're Jeff.
The squad rides are going to be goated.
We're Jeff.
Jeff.
I got to be better, man. My fault.
Yeah,
you got to be better, Goots. You do.
Stop messing this up.
Goots, you got to be better, dude. Straight up. Get those votes in. 4 votes, 4 options, 4 plays, 4 winners. Rockets team total over. Northwestern 7.5. Towson on the ML. Middle Tennessee State plus 1.5. Get your votes in. The links are in the chats. Okay. J-Man, I hear you, man. Nobody over here is taking the Avs at minus 125. Is that even a line?
The Avs?
He says Avs minus 125. Fish.
Yeah.
Fish.
Yeah. It would be a lot different, I guess.
They're on a back-to-back.
Had yesterday not happened.
They're on a back-to-back. They just lost.
But, I mean, people love their Avs bounce-back spots.
Yeah.
I remember I faded one a week or so ago with the Preds, and the Preds dropped a touchdown on them. That's probably going to be a pretty popular button.
Yep.
Even more popular than yesterday's.
Yep. J-Man, we do interact with the YouTube chat. I apologize for not answering your question earlier. Okay? And yeah, Wawa's goated, J-Man.
So good.
I'd be surprised if Bucky's food ends up being better than Wawa. I hope it is.
Yes.
I would go in with an open mind. I'm going in with an open mind.
It's not close.
Okay.
I love Wawa.
I'll be very impressed if that's the case.
Yeah.
Because it's Sheets is good. I don't know if you've ever had a Sheets. That's more East Coast.
I haven't had a Sheets. No.
Sheets is like high guy food, munchies. Great, like boneless wings, nuggets, sandwiches, giant food, like greasy foods, pizza, onion rings, fries. It's really good, but it's dirty. Wawa, like the food quality is decent for a gas station.
Yeah.
From what I'm hearing, Bucky's clears, and I'd be very, very surprised and impressed.
It's like a different like level of food. It's not really comparable.
Okay.
Because like it's better obviously, but like they're cutting briskets right in front of your face. It's not like they're not putting together a Wawa Philly cheesesteak right in front of your face.
Yeah.
A little different.
Yep. Has Krabs ever had a pub sub? Yeah, they're goated. Absolutely goated. The buffalo chicken pub sub is so good.
Real dollars.
So good.
Real $1. Get the chicken bacon ranch.
Oof.
Chicken tender subs.
That sounds so good. I'm about to eat ground turkey after this, and I'm about to eat it like a starved lion.
Like a champ.
Yep. Jack, get those votes in. You got Couple seconds left. Get involved. 4 plays, 4 winners against Sade. Thank you for the subbies. Guys, stick around. We do have the Yap right after this as well. Okay? So stick around. Do not go anywhere. Put some fake events on your work calendar and lock in for the next hour or so. We got the Yap starting up here in 2 minutes. Okay? Dubs.
Huge dubs.
Get those votes in, get those votes in, get those votes in. Get them in, get them in, get them in.
I do wonder if maybe they'll push back a little bit on the app. That could be a thing. Because Prize Picks is not working, and that's the whole show.
I'd love to see them craft something up without it.
Yeah, that would be...
Actually get deep in lab.
That feels almost impossible.
That'd be hard.
They don't even know the lines. And Trent can't look at the red chart.
I can find them.
Yeah, I guess you could find them. That'd be difficult, though.
I'm bricked up for the PLL. We got the championship series rosters all locked in. That's huge. We got the Redwoods playing. Massive.
Woods, man.
Massive.
The Woods.
Rockets, team total.
Wow.
13.5.
Okay. Going back to the well. I like our chances. Little Jovan bounce back spot here. Rockets team total. Over. 113.5. W squad ride. W poll. Let's cash this puppy tonight, chat. Drop some W's in the chat. Drop some good vibes. Squad ride is the Rockets team total over. We will post the Amazon Prime pack, the 2-piece on Prize Picks this afternoon as soon as they go up. We will post the King of the Board plays as well. We're going to bounce back and hit a King of the Board play too. And we will drop the squad ride graphic, obviously, on the feed as well. So squad ride, W vote, W play, Rockets team total over 113.5. Appreciate you guys stopping by. Stick around for the Yap starting up right after this. And we'll catch you guys tomorrow. Same time, same place on a BTL Friday. We'll be seeing.
We'll bet.
Peace.
We'll bet.
Word.
Wow. You hear me?